Hi everyone. So the first thing I'm going to take is the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser, and I just put this all where my pores are, like by my nose, on my nose, by the top, like basically on my T-zone and stuff. And then after that, I go on with foundation. I use the Fit Me foundation in 105, and I just put that all over the areas where I want to put my foundation on. I usually try to put less on my nose because it starts to separate. So then I go with my beauty blender and just blend it out. I kind of put a bit more pressure on my pore area and everything like that, so it fills it in and you can't really see it. And then just on the top of my forehead, I'm going to pull my hair a bit back so I can just get all the way around the line rather than, like that. Now I put some on my eyes, so then it creates a base for them, and then the eyeshadow doesn't move when putting it on. Now I'm going in with the Fit Me Maybelline concealer. I'm just putting this in a triangular shape, and then the other eye, and then on my chin, and these are all where I highlight. So I'm now going to go in with another beauty blender and just blend it all out. After I've done the first one, I will then go to the second, and obviously magically I've done it. And then I go in with an eyebrow pencil with my eyebrows. I don't really fill it in loads because I don't really need it. I just kind of fill little gaps in. And then I do the other one. Usually the eyebrows are so different sometimes, and one is better than the other, which can be a bit annoying sometimes. The next thing I'm going in with the Rimmel London Match Perfection loose powder, and it goes everywhere. If you you can see when I opened it, it literally went everywhere. Sometimes I use the Pore Professional, because I'm trying to save it because I'm going on a 12-hour bus journey down to Cornwall. Then I put all the loose powder on. I just put it under my eyes, around my mouth so no creasing, and then the other eye, and around my cheek area where I literally just put everything. I don't put loads on, I just put a bit. I normally put more on when I'm doing stuff that day. Then I'm going with the Revolution Sofx palette Spice, the newer one. This is a really nice palette. It's got loads of bright shades in it. And then I just put this on my inner outer corner and just put it all over as a base. And then I keep on doing that. Do the other eye. Once I've done the other eye, I go in with a darker colour to obviously darken it up and make it look a bit more darker really, and nicer to create the browner look that I'm going for. And when I'm blending in that, I use the Urban Decay Naked 2 brush. Some of the brushes that I've been using are Ted Baker ones. And then I go underneath the eye with the same two colours, and it darkens it up and matches it together. And then once I've done that, I kind of go over the top just to make sure it looks matching. And then I've done my eyes really. Sometimes they can be dramatic and sometimes they're not. So I'm going to go in with this eyeliner pencil, and I go underneath my eyelid to darken it up a bit, to bring more like almost life back to it, kind of. And to like blacken up, like the longness of like my eyes when I do it. And then I do it on the other eye, obviously. After I've done that, I will go with a MAS QD brush, and I will just brush it all my loose powder off. Then I'll get bronzer, and I use the same brush. I kind of just start bronzing up my face and like contour, like start the contour a bit. It's almost like a transition for a contour, but that's not really what you use it for. So after I've done that, I'll just put some on my forehead too, to obviously darken that up a bit and I put all my contour on the same places that I'm doing this. So I'm going to take the Benefit Dandelion Dew, and I just squeeze that onto my back of my hand. Then with a Studio London brush, I just place that over on my apples of my cheeks, and sometimes I just add a bit around different places on my face just to lighten it up a bit before I do my contour. Obviously I'll do my other side, because you don't want unmatching sides. It's a really nice one, it's definitely worth the money. And I do actually go in with the powder version of it, just to give it like an extra pop of colour and to kind of like almost set it a bit, because creams can move around. So I'm going to use the Revolution blush palette. It has 8 shades in it. I'm using the dark brown shade for my contour, and I'm using an MAS QD contour brush just to draw a line, and then I'll bring back the other bronzer brush and then I'll do the other side I like bringing it down to create like the nice contour look rather than a solid line, because obviously, as you can see in a minute, once it's all blended out, it's nicer when it's blended out, obviously. And then I'm going to go on the top of my forehead where I kind of like do like lines on my 3 lines on my forehead to contour the different sides, and in the middle one by the end, and I like just brushing it out to come in and out, in and out, in and out, as you can see on the video. After I've done that, I'm going to go in with Face Glow by Tess Daly, and it is a highlighter. I just use like one of my fingers just to apply it, and it gives a really nice shine, and not too like vibrant and not too like cakey, as some highlighters do. And obviously I do the other side again. I think I might have applied a bit too much on that side, but we'll work with it. Now on my nose and on my chin, I like to do this to put a bit more on my chin and where I put my concealer to brighten that bit up, and then on my nose where the sun hits, and on my bridge of my nose. And I also put the highlighter on the middle of my forehead, where I kind of carve out a bit of my forehead, and then I have like a bit in the middle where I put it. Now I'm going to move on to eyelashes. I've got my eyelash curlers, Ted Baker mascara, and Scandal Eyes Rimmel London mascara. So I don't know what I was saying just then, but anyway. I'm going to obviously curl my eyelashes. Some people can actually be like quite afraid of the eyelash colours, but I'm not. I find it alright, to be honest. I'll do the other side. And then with this mascara, I kind of like make sure it's in place, because the other mascara that I'm going to use is quite thick, and the one that I'm going to use in a minute, the Scandal Eyes one, quite thick, and I need to like place it so my eyelashes will go straight, not clumpy, and it helps with that. Now obviously I'm going in with the Scandal Eyes Rimmel London one, and I kind of just like tap some, or like bring some of it off, so I don't want like a full like black or clumpiness. I don't like going for that type of look. And I used the flat side like I pointed to in the video. I'll do a few strokes and I'll be back. Obviously, yeah, the dramatic change. And then I go back in with the eyeliner pencil, and I just kind of like go on the top of it a bit. And like darken that bit up, because that's where I like try to bring my eyelashes out more than others, so it like makes your eye look pop. And I do the same to the other side. And then I go on the outside where I put more of the black eyeliner underneath my eye. I'll do the same on both the eyes and create darker on the outside, as you can see there. And then I'll go lighter. So that just makes your eyes look more put together almost. Obviously, they're still your own eyes, but it just makes it look better. And then I put some more of that highlighter in the inner corner of my eyes to make that bit pop too. And then I put a bit more bronzer on, just to give me a bit more of a brown look, because obviously it's summer, so you can't really go wrong with the bronzer. And then I use the two lipsticks. I use a Maybelline one, and it's in the shade 728, and then I use a Studio London one, which comes in a set. So I just put in this Maybelline one all over my lips, and then with the other one I just put on the centre and like sometimes all the way around it. I think that's what I do. Yeah, I do. And then like create almost a bigger bit in my lip, give it more plumped look. So this is the makeup look. Hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!